The continuing story of Peyton Place. Starring Ed Nelson as Michael Rossi. Barbara Parkins as Betty Anderson. Christopher Connolly as Norman Harrington. Patricia Morrow as Rita Harrington. James Douglas as Stephen Cord. Elizabeth Walker as Carolyn Russell. Percy Rodriguez as Harry Miles. And also starring Barbara Rush as Marsha Russell.
Marsha Russell and Dr. Michael Rossi made quick plans to drive across the state line, stand before a justice of the peace, and take the marriage vows. Both were convinced that their marriage would force Marsha's former husband, Fred, to stop his harassment of them, and of Marsha's daughter, Carolyn. But neither Marsha nor Dr. Rossi counted on the strength of Fred's refusal to accept the new order of things.
Where's Carolyn?
She's at Pat. She's spending the night there.
Good, good. She seems to be a nice girl. You didn't even notice that I made a fire.
Well, thank you. It is chilly.
Here, let me take your coat.
Now, Fred, there have been too many arguments, and I'd rather you wouldn't stay.
You never could resist a fire. This is still your favorite, isn't it? Don't worry. I'm not going to step out of line. Come now, you know how much you love this stuff.
No, thank you. And I'm not trying to be careful with you, Fred. I'm just simply asking you to go.
You'll change your mind.
Fred, Mike's going to be here any minute. No, I asked you, please, go.
Marsha, you haven't even taken off your coat. I know you'd be a lot more comfortable without that coat. Here, let me. You know, you look great, Marsha. Yeah, I sure like the way you look. Of course, I'm not the only man in town who feels that way, but here I am after having been around a bit. In fact, to tell you, you're still the greatest. And I'll bet all you're thinking about is, how can I get him out of the house? Now, that's sad, Marsha.
Please go, Fred. I mean it. Now, please go.
Why, we're alone.
Because Mike Rossi is going to be here any minute. And Fred, if he finds you here, it's just going to be difficult. And I have had enough of that already.
You're lying, Marsha.
Oh, really?
Mike Rossi's not coming. You haven't forgiven me for my wanderings.
Fred, please, go back to the inn.
You're a highly intelligent woman. You must have put it all in perspective. I know you did. The girls, all that desperate running around, didn't mean a thing, and you know it.
Wait a minute. Now, Fred, just wait a minute. Look at you. You're just making a fool of yourself.
We've had a lot of good years together, baby.
Fred!
Russell, I didn't expect to find you here.
Why not?
I came to talk to Mrs. Russell.
She's busy. You had better shove off.
Hey, look, you didn't buy my apology, but Mrs. Russell will.
Son, I think you'd better be leaving.
Look, I lied about Carolyn and Lou, and Mrs. Russell's going to hear that from me, and that's all there is to it.
She's not going to believe you any more than I do.
Go of me! No more rough stuff, Mr. Russell, because it works both ways.
Get out of here.
I'm going to get to Mrs. Russell. I'm going to tell her. me back, sweetheart.
Good evening, Doctor's Hospital.
Yes, is Dr. Rossi there?
Dr. Rossi,
Mike.
what is it?
Fred. He just left. I locked him out.
Honey, what did he do?
He tried to... Oh, Mike, please. Please. Mike, just come right now, please. Couldn't we leave now? Couldn't you just come over and pick me up?
Listen. Stay put. You lock the door. Don't open it to anyone but me.
Mike, please. Just forget about Fred.
I'll call you later.
There you are. Dr. Rossi?
Fred Russell in?
I don't know, but I'll see.
Oh, look, I just want to know if he's in.
All right.
Well, he usually answers right away. His key doesn't seem to be here, but then he usually keeps it with him anyway. Vodka gimlet? Yeah. Negative. Wait, 2? Yeah.
I want an extra.
Yes. Have you seen Dr. Russell?
Only a couple hours ago.
Did they say anything about where he was heading?
No, but he's belting him down pretty good. He should be back soon. He always stops in for a nightcap. Can I give him a message, Dr. Rossi?
Here's a letter from Cliff.
Oh? Is he all right?
He's gone off to Hong Kong for rest and recreation, whatever that means.
Yeah. Well, he's earned it.
Oh, I just hope he's all right.
Well, why don't you go over there and keep an eye on him?
Hey, what's that?
Turnip green.
You're kidding.
Mm-hmm. Vickie bought him in White River today.
Oh, the way to a man's heart, huh? She's shrewd, all
And
right.
she's smart.
Yeah, smart.
Well, she learns wherever she can, you know.
Yeah, I'll bet. Oh, by the way, this came to the hospital today. From that investigator in New York.
Oh. Well, why didn't you open it?
Yeah, why didn't I open it? Oh, I was hoping it would open up by now.
I think he will, Harry. We have to give him a little more time.
Time. How much time? That's all we've given him.
Well, he says he wants to talk, and I think we ought to give him a chance. Don't you, Harry? Harry, let's put that away for a while.
Okay.
Can I come in?
Sure. What do you want?
Talk? Not argue. Just talk.
Okay. What do you want to talk about?
Oh, I don't know. Just anything. Lou, I'm sorry.
About what?
Everything. I mean, what's happening? Lou, I really didn't want to do this. I mean, I tried to think of another way out, but this is all I could come up with.
And I know as wrong as Larry is, he didn't want it this way either. I mean, Lou, we liked you. We were having a good time in New York. Me and you and Larry.
Well, you sure got a funny way of showing it, Vickie.
Lou, I know it's hard to understand because it is hard to explain. Look, all I know is that you gotta make it any way you can in this rat race. And I mean, you know that. You tried to beat it the best way you could. You split from New York and hoped the waves wouldn't reach this far. Didn't say boo to Larry and me. I mean, we didn't knock you for it, Lou. I mean, you were doing your thing. Well, we're doing our thing, and you just happen to be a part of it. I guess that's what I'm sorry about, Lou. And I hope you understand.
Yeah, I understand. Except for a couple of things. One, what happened between you and Larry? I mean, you guys had a good thing going. And two, if saying the baby was mine was your idea, how'd you get Larry to go for it?
Larry's a hustler. That's all he cares about. Is seeing who he can beat out of some money. Right? Like he almost did to you the first time we met. If I hadn't stopped him. You remember.
Yeah, I remember.
And anything that gets in his way, he doesn't have any use for them. Well, I told him about the baby, and all he could say was, "You cramping my game, sweetheart." Now, you know that's a cold shot.
Yeah, it's cool, all right. But that's Larry.
What's so funny?
Oh, no, I'm not laughing about what you just said. I was just thinking about that time Larry almost beat me, you remember? He was wearing this boss Italian knit. You know, the green one with the dagger collar. The collar came way down to there, you know? So I asked myself, hey, where'd you get it and how much? And what'd I do that for? I believe Larry is selling Eskimo ice, you know, because he goes into his thing. You know the way he talks out of the side of his mouth. Yeah, baby. Well, I dig you, you know? Yeah, brother, I dig you because you're a man after my own style, baby. I mean, you got taste. Can you dig it? You know, can you dig it? So, right away, he says, see, I'm going to get you one of these bad Italian knits. Now he's showing off. Now you understand, showing off the knit. I'm going to get you one of these bad Italian knits, but it's going to take some doing. Can you understand that? Some doing. If you hadn't have stopped him, I believe Larry would have had my vacation money and my plane fare home and everything.
You would still be in New York.
I probably would. Until you stopped him. What made you stop him anyway?
I don't know, but you just came on so straight. Like, excuse me, sir, but could you please tell me where I may purchase one of those shirts like you are wearing?
No, stop
yes.
it, stop. That wasn't me. That was somebody else.
Yeah.
Well, what do you want? I'm a small-town boy.
And it was showing, Lou.
Will you stop it?
Yeah, it was really showing.
Oh, wow. New York. Man, we had some good times. Some real good times. Say, you remember that time that... It's something else, girl. Like I've said before, it's something else. Look, my dad just came home. We better both get downstairs.
Yeah, sure. Anything you say, sir.